Hello, viewers, learners, students. I am going to introduce a great English poet today. He is none other than John Donne, a great English poet of the 17th century. John Donne was a leader of metaphysical school of poetry. He was a prolific writer who harnessed his pen on different genres of literature such as poetry, letter writing, prose. Apart from the literary career, John Donne also had political career. He was elected a member of British Parliament twice. Once in 1601 and second in 1614. This great literary giant was born on January 24, 1572 in London, England. He was born in a Roman Catholic family. His parents were Roman Catholic by birth. When John Donne was only a small child of only 4 years, his father died. But we know misfortune does not come alone. When his father died, his mother married another young man. John Donne was left to live alone in this wide and dark world to go on. There was a distant relative who brought up John Donne. Later, John Donne matriculated from the University of Oxford. He studied there for next 3 years, but he couldn't get a degree because of his religion, because of his Catholicism. There was a tradition that the students of the university had to swear allegiance to the Queen of England, Elizabeth. But John Donne could not swear allegiance to Queen Victoria. So John Donne could not get degree from the University of Oxford. Later, he studied at Cambridge University. Later, he studied law. He was conferred honorary degree of doctorate by the University of Cambridge. John Donne got a job as secretary to Thomas Egerton. When he was serving Thomas Egerton as his secretary, John Donne began to love his niece. Anne Moore. When the parents of Anne Moore did not approve the marriage of Anne Moore with John Donne, Anne Moore married John Donne secretly. Due to this marriage, John Donne had to suffer a lot. He remained jobless till he attained 30. He was sent to jail for a short period of time for this sacred marriage with Anne Moore. Later, John Donne became the member of parliament twice. John Donne visited many other countries. He went to Italy, France, Germany. Then he came back to England. John Donne wrote many poems. All these poems are very famous. Some important poems of them are Go and Catch a Falling Star, The Good Morrow, A Valediction Forbidding Morning, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Death Be Not Proud, Sun Rising, Holy Sonnets, Batter My Heart, Paradoxes and Problems, Pseudo Martyr, Songs and Sonnets, Devotions upon Emergent Occasions, and so on, so forth. The couple comprising John Donne and Anne Moore gave birth to 12 children. Out of them, 10 died young. This gave great shock to John Donne. So, John Donne later committed suicide on March 31, 1631 in London, England. Though John Donne is no more in the world, but he left an indelible mark on the poets of the coming generations. During his lifetime, his poetry suffered recognition, but later writers found out merits in his poetry, and it was declared that John Donne was a poet of first rank. John Donne was re-evaluated by T.S. Eliot, or T.S. Eliot re-evaluated John Donne. He restored his reputation as a poet. John Donne had great influence on Robert Browning, T.S. Eliot, W.B. Yeats, and many other poets. John Donne still continues to have influence on the present writers, present poets today. In my next class, I shall be talking about his prescribed 3 poems: Death We Not Proud, Go and Catch a Falling Star, and The Sun Rising. That's all. Thanks.